Well, the report indeed is quite critical about our track record, so-called track record on human rights and governance issues. But you have to understand that the report is widely informed by the opinion of international NGOs rather than the opinion of the majority of the population in Rwanda. So that also biases the report to some extent. Our reaction was, of course, that we disagree with the statements regarding lack of human rights and lack of freedom in Rwanda, but we engage with the UK government in a dialogue which is ongoing, and we have a framework to discuss these issues quite openly. So we're not in a situation of crisis. We disagree with their assessment, but we have ways and channels to discuss the assessment and find common grounds. Well, we actually have a framework to discuss governance issues with all our development partners, whether they're bilateral or multilateral. So we have what we call a joint governance assessment, which we do every 2 years, and every 6 months the Minister of Foreign Affairs actually chairs a meeting with all ambassadors and all members of the development partners community to discuss any issue, whether it's governance, economic, which they think is relevant to be discussed at the political level. Well, in terms of percentage, let me put it like this. The positive part of the UK government support is that it is the support along with the European community, which is highest in terms of money that goes directly through Treasury, so general budget support. So more than 85% of their support actually comes through Treasury. Now, per year, the numbers vary, but we have, I would say, among the bilaterals, they're definitely our number one support in terms of amounts and volumes. We are actually very ready, and I don't think that this should be an issue that should concern the Rwandan population. The report is basically saying that they should be leveraging their aid to have a discussion about governance. But the truth is we're already having a discussion on governance. And though we may not agree on all the facts, I think as good partners, you know, it's like a husband and a wife, you can agree to disagree on some of the issues. What is important is that we talk about these issues and we're ready to talk about them. Now, the report also mentioned benchmarking of governance, which is something that we already started doing with the DFID support, which is we agree on some targets, on some things that are going to be done for governance. And these are things that we're not doing because the UK is asking us to do, but we are doing because we believe that this is in the best interest of the Rwandan population. So there's no problem discussing these issues and actually doing them, as long as we're convinced that they're in the best interest of our population. What is important for Rwandans to understand is that the UK Parliament is asking for a dialogue. The government of Rwanda is open to this dialogue. We disagree with their diagnostic, but we're talking, and I think that's what's most important. The other thing is for the citizens to understand that we are actually very, very interested in governance issues, but we're interested in governance issues that give the citizens a voice, that gives our citizens a way of holding us government accountable, not in a governance structure that will just put forward foreign interests or interests of other parties. And we are very committed to that.